Hi, it's Dr. Clark, back with you today talking about the effects of stress on your brain and your body. Specifically, we talked about in the last video, there are 3 types of stress. All of these have a negative effect upon your body. But today I'm going to focus on what effect does it have not only on your brain and nervous system, but then because the brain and nervous system is the master system and controls all the other systems of the body, I want to talk to you specifically about what it's doing also with your immune system. Now, if you remember last time at the end of the last video, I said the key to how chiropractic helped decrease the effects of stress on your brain was because of affecting the sympathetic nervous system, okay? And we're going to talk about that in a second a little bit more. But this study I'm going to talk about today was looking at the PET scan, whereas last time we looked at a functional MRI. The PET scan studies showed that people that got adjusted had improved brain function, they had less muscle tone, and they had less sympathetic activity. This was proven on a PET scan, so this is phenomenal and good information to know about the benefits of chiropractic. But I want to take it to another study that ties into this and ties into stress, and this was published in the Journal of the American Osteopathic Association. And what they studied was they took a group of students that were under high stress, okay, and then they adjusted half of them and they didn't adjust the other half. And they put them under the same amount of stress. They're all taking a big test. And what they found was that the ones that got adjusted, they studied the immune function of both of these by taking a saliva study and looking at the IgG amount of in the saliva, and they found that the ones that got adjusted had a 139% improvement in their immune function. So that's just from getting a chiropractic adjustment. They were under the same amount of stress, but there's 2 take-home messages from that. Number 1 is that stress lowers your immune system. Number 2, chiropractic helps you to adapt and overcome the effects of stress on your immune system and on your brain. Now, one other thing I'm going to share with you today is because it's one of my favorite stories to prove the benefit of chiropractic. There were conjoined twins a number of years ago that they started to study because they shared organs in the same blood supply. They had separate brains, separate spinal cords, but they had the same blood going through both bodies. But what they found is that one twin would get sick and the other one wouldn't. This poses a great threat to the germ theory of saying that if a germ gets in your body, it begins to take over and you get sick, right? But the problem is that the blood was going to both sides and both of them had the same exposure, but only one got sick and the other one didn't. And in this study, they mentioned that the reason that they believe this happened was because of the function of the nervous system. Because they had separate brains, separate spinal cords, separate spines, one was functioning normally and had a good immune response, and the other one wasn't. So just remember, it's not all about the germ, it's all about you. If you're healthy, the germs don't have a very good chance to take over. So God bless you, live life well, see you next time.